We're thrilled to welcome in our good friend, been on the show several times, Maureen Griffin. But this will be a first on our show because Maureen, basically, for the most part, has been on the show, done country music. No country music today. It's all going to be gospel. Maureen, talk about your idea to get into gospel from country music.
Well, it's my roots. I've been singing in church since I'm a little kid, and I've been a leader of song for probably 20 or 30 years. And I wanted to interrupt my original biker music to do an album of all my favorite old-time gospel hymns. And the really cool thing about this is a portion of the proceeds from this album goes to the homeless initiative in southwestern Suffolk County. There's a lot of homeless people. Somehow the church has found out that there were 1 or 2 homeless people who had actually frozen to death over the winter. And so they got together, 3 of the churches, and we take turns giving them a place to sleep and hot food and clothing if they need it during the winter months.
That's great. Matter of fact, it's ironic because I was just contacted by some new friends on Facebook who just completed a documentary on the homeless on Long Island, and I invited them to be guests on future shows. So maybe when they come, we'll have you, Maureen, so we'll coordinate the items together because it's gospel, but for a great cause.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really is, and we're just so fortunate to be able to have a lot of people who volunteered. It's all volunteer. It's all donations that we give to the homeless, and this year we had 90 people cross through our doors in a course of 4 or 5 months. We had as many as 40 at a time. It's just amazing how many homeless people there are, and that's just southwest Suffolk County. So if people want to donate, I have to say this, if you want to donate, you can either buy my album on, you can go to my website, bikermo.com, and it's How Can I Keep From Singing, it's that album, or you can make a straight donation right to the church and it'll go right to the homeless initiative. It would be Our Lady of the Assumption Church in Copiague. It's 1 Malloy Street in Copiague, 11726. You just have to put homeless in the memo.
Now, you just said something that got me thinking. You said 1 Malloy Street, did you not?
Yes.
Well, recently, Maureen's a very big fan of our show, was watching one of our recent shows on Miss Senior New York America, led by our very good friend, Mary Malloy, and I just heard through the grapevine that Maureen is now going to be joining Miss Senior New York America. Let's talk about that a little bit, because when we have Mary back on the show, it's going to be really cool to have Maureen with Mary Malloy.
Yes, I actually met those lovely ladies. I had done some radio shows the last couple of weeks, and when Steve Vaccaro found out I was over 60, it came out in conversation because I said it's part of my music, is that idea of starting a dream at the age of 59, 60 with your retirement money. And he says, oh, you have to contact us. I said, well, a pageant? I'm not going to be in a pageant. What are you talking about? And these women are so lovely, so supportive, and come on, you got to get up and you got to sing. And I tap danced 30 years ago off Broadway, and they have a group that you had on, and I watched the episode called The Seasoned Steppers, and I've just joined them. So I had my first tap dancing class with them the other day.
That is so cool that we're definitely going to have them back. And now when we have Miss Senior New York America with our friend Mary Malloy, we'll have Maureen joining us. How cool is that? And you had met Mary at our holiday show.
Yes, and she was also at the auditions the other day. So they're a wonderful group of women, really, really wonderful. And they do a lot of charity work too.
So it's a match made in heaven. All right.